undone.
Wow, that was Bastille with Flaws, and you know, I've liked Bastille for a long time now, and luckily I saw them in 2013 when they weren't as popular and their tickets were only £16. Yeah, I know, Kev, that is incredible. And I watched them in Exeter in a small hall, and I was one person back from the front because some massive guy stood in front of me with a Mohican, and I was just like, what's that about? But you know, I loved it, and sadly it was either the front of the queue or get a autograph because he was out the back of the smoking area or whatever, but I thought I'd be at the front because, you know, I thought that was the last time I'd see them. But then I went to Boardmasters and they let me down the first year I went, but they were there last year, and it was the same set, but they hit it off with a bang, and yeah, it really finished the weekend. So if you guys have any festivals that you're going to or you've been to, like old Glastonbury memories or Reading or Leeds or, you know, Tea in the Park, then, you know, tweet in. Why not? Because festivals just bring that different vibe. But I would like to promote Min's show, which is on tomorrow lunchtime.
Stop.
Wait a minute. Join me on Wednesday the 15th for my live lounge session with music from people you know. So feel free to message me and get involved.
Thanks, Min. I'm really looking forward to your show with all those live lounges. Luckily for you guys, I'm actually going to send in something that I've recorded at home for Min, so, you know, a little bit different there, possibly a bit of a Red Hot Chili Peppers. But yeah, so next song is going to be what is it?
Brown Eyed Girl.
Van Morrison, which I saw at Glastonbury 2005, Brown Eyed Girl. So that was Brown Eyed Girl from Van Morrison, and I was lucky enough to see him in Glastonbury 2005, where I went with my mum, and I think it was just for a day, but yeah, we stayed until late at night, and I remember just having to go and like fetch water and milk bottles, you know, the casual Glastonbury, and it was raining and muddy, and there was so much like creative stuff going on around me. Like I got to twizzle some ribbon. I mean, who doesn't want to do that at a festival? And on the way back to find our car, they just got a massive field. It was pitch black and we could not find our car. If you've got any festival memories, there again at waves_space, tweet us now and I will give you guys a shout out. So I think we're going to go to the news with Jessica Webster.
Thanks, Abbie. So, news today, the 22-year-old singer Christina Grimmie was shot whilst signing autographs after a concert in Orlando on Friday night, and subsequently she died in hospital that night. Many fans and celebrities have been showing their respect for the singer, and pop band Fifth Harmony held a moment of silence during their concert on Saturday in tribute to her. In other news, Great British Bake Off host Mary Berry has unveiled a new scanner at the Royal United Hospital in Bath to help treat cancer patients. It is the first scanner to be permanently installed at an NHS hospital in southwest England. Also, the lead singer of rock band The Darkness has been reunited with his beloved pet cat 3 years after she went missing. In sport today, Spain had a great start to the European Championships, beating Czech Republic 1-0, taking them one step closer to winning their third European Championship in a row. The Republic of Ireland had to settle for a draw against Sweden after Kieran Clark scored an own goal in the 71st minute of the match. Finally, Italy started off their championships on a high note with a solid 2-0 win against Belgium. On the other side of sport, Russia have been given a suspended disqualification from Euro 2016 and a €150,000 fine. If they get one more strike, then they'll be disqualified completely. The weather today is mostly cloudy. It's looking up a bit now. Possibly some showers later on today. And the highs will be around 17, the lows at 15.
It's me, Hannah B. Come join me for Throwback Thursday, 16th of June 2016. I'll be there with all my old school classics. We're going back in time with some killer tunes. See you later. cards locked.
Tune in on Thursday for Hannah B's Throwback Thursday, only on SPACEWaves 2K16 from 1 o'clock.
Really looking forward to that, Hannah. Loving the throwbacks, and I hope to see a bit of Akon in there, maybe. Maybe. She doesn't know, but, you know, she's a good girl, so she'll play something right. So the next song I'm going to play is also linked with Glastonbury, and this is the Kaiser Chiefs with Love You Less and Less. Thank you very much, Kaiser Chiefs. Kaiser Chiefs are actually headlining at Boardmasters this year, which I know I talk about a lot, but Boardmasters is my favourite festival and is the best one. So I'd recommend it. Down in Newquay, Cornwall, and it's 4 days of real surf music, kind of rock. There's a rave tent for you who like the DJ kind of sets, and then there's a main stage which hits up loads of different genres all through the weekend. Also, there's so many beaches nearby, so you can just go and get sunned out in the day. So I have burnt 2 years I've been, but sun cream is the way to go, okay? Pardon? Oh, Alexa Staple has tweeted us. And what is Alexa's question?
Alexa was asking how many festivals you've been to, and possibly after Boardmasters, where would you like to go? Is there one you'd like to go to?
I know I've done a whole show about festivals. I have only been to 2 separate festivals, which is Boardmasters and Glastonbury, but I've had such a good time, and I'd recommend going to, I would like to go to Reading or Leeds, and also Tea in the Park in Scotland, because it's like more poppy kind of acts. But yeah, those bigger names I've not actually seen as many, but I did see Snoop Dogg at Boardmasters. I saw Chase and Status, who were there again, and I've seen a lot of smaller acts which are now becoming bigger, like Catfish and the Bottommen. So my next song is going to be Coldplay, which actually were at Radio 1's big weekend, and this is Charlie Brown. Who doesn't like a bit of Coldplay? Been around for ages and, you know, got a lot of #1 hit tunes. I'd recommend going and listening to their live sets on like YouTube or somewhere, because they sound very like... What's that? Okay, so Kev has just put a poll up asking which festivals are the most popular. And Radio 1's big weekend has come out with 100%. One poll person. I mean, thanks, Jess. That was really, really fabulous. Jess had a great weekend. You can't, Hannah. The poll is finished. Oh, it's not? I'm supposed to advertise the poll. So at the moment, Radio 1 Big Weekend is the highest percentage, but we've got Glastonbury, Reading / Leeds and Boardmasters on there as well. So if you've been to any of those and think they're better than Radio 1 Big Weekend, nearly went Australian, then yeah, go and give it a rate, whatever you say. What do you say? Go give it a vote. That's the question. Okay, so we got from Ed Smith, what was the worst festival you've ever been to and why? Well, out of the 2, I'd have to say, just because of the weather and what time of year it is, Glastonbury always seems to be that bit rainier and muddy and not as enjoyable to camp. But Bournemasters has always been sunny, except that one year that I went, and Bastille were cancelled because of a storm. So it's quite a even Stevens there, I'd have to say. I'm just going to introduce my favourite band, the Arctic Monkeys, who have headlined Glastonbury and have toured a lot. And I haven't seen them live, but I would love to. So here is Snap Out of It.
Abbie.
You're still listening to Abbio's Festivos. I hope you are enjoying yourself and you are getting in that festival vibe, because we're all pretty pumped here after that Arctic Monkeys song. And yeah, woohoo, Hannah's pumped. So I hope you're enjoying your lunches, because, you know, if you come to Boardmasters with me, you could be sitting on a field eating your curry chips, because that's what I always get in the day. And, you know, getting a little bit wavy at night, because, you know, it is all right to have a drink. I know we're underage, but, you know, don't tell my mum. Why are you doing that, Kevin?
Ofcom's calling.
Ofcom. Okay, right. So we're going to have to play the next track and... No? We're not, Hannah?
Yeah, no, we are. It's coming.
We're playing it. Isn't it right there? Wait, Hannah? Yeah, it's Mr. Brightside. Anyway, so we're going to play Mr. Brightside from... This is all live from Glastonbury 2005. Here goes. And by getting wavy and drinking, I mean fruit shoots and J2O and getting wavy on the sugar levels. Oh, what's this? We have now got a bit more on our poll. Glastonbury have now got 60%. Reading and Leeds on 0. And Boardmasters and Radio 1 Big Weekend are tied on 20%. So if you are not happy with that, then I think you need to change that. And keep tweeting in to @waves_space to let me know anything about festivals that you've had in the past, because I'd be really interested, and I'm sure everyone else would be. So, I'm going to get onto my next song, which is a kind of loop, pedal, bass singer, and he's called Jeremy Loops. You know, that's a really great name. Yeah, I absolutely love this loop pedal track, and this is Down South. Sorry about that. I just cut the song off and I apologise. It's just going to play in the background for me right now, and I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, so I'm also going to give you a little bit of a taster from Lethal Bizzle, which was from the Rave tent in Boardmasters, and yeah, this is a bit different. So this is going to get you on your feet. Hopefully you enjoy this. So that was a bit of Festa Skank by Lethal Bizzle, and it was a little bit different. So I hope you enjoyed that, and you might consider maybe going into a rave, because that's the kind of feel I wanted to give you today by playing that. Apparently we're getting stuff in from YouTube, and I'm going to pass you to Min, who's going to read out some.
Okay, so we've got Simon Wheeler, a big shout out to you again. We've got you saying that you're loving the show today, and you're saying hello to all of us. Terence again is saying that
Terence, loving a bit of Terence.
Yeah, you made his day by playing some of your music choices earlier.
I'd like him to specify which ones he enjoyed the most.
He said you made my day with Charlie Brown earlier.
Oh,
thanks.
Charlie Brown.
He also said, what is the best band that you've seen live at Glastonbury?
The best band at Glastonbury was definitely the Kaiser Chiefs, because it was just such a big, lifting kind of like performance, and I was only young, but just the way that it was performed really like intrigued me, and I was on my mum's shoulders, so that's always yeah, it's good.
That's cute. And lastly, Ed Smith, but #SpaceWaves for the win.
#SpaceWaves for the win, Ed Smith. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it, and thank you very much, Min.
You're welcome.
I'm now going to play my second favourite band song, and this is Catfish and the Bottommen, and they weren't that big a few years ago, but they've been noticed. They were at Boardmasters. Yeah, they got a #1 album last week with Ride, I think, is their new album. But I'd like recommend listening to Fallout, which is their older album, and the songs on there are a lot better. Min, what do you have to say about Catfish?
I love them. I think their music's amazing. I really like, especially Fallout, their older album.
Yeah, so from their old album, I am going to be playing Fallout.
Every morning at 8:30, join Gabby, Alexa and Jess, Javier Costa, and enjoy the SPACEWaves breakfast show. Talk to us at waves_space or find us on SPACEWaves Radio on YouTube.
Hope you guys have been enjoying the breakfast shows. I know that the guys have been enjoying doing it, and it's just really nice to start the day, hopefully. I know a lot of you don't get here because of buses or you're travelling somewhere if you're listening elsewhere, but I hope you can make time to listen to at least one of them. And yeah, I'd also like to make sure that you listen to Min's show tomorrow, because we've all been planning really hard, and it'd be really nice if the views could continue to stay how they are, and you will give it a listen. I hope you've enjoyed the festival kind of atmosphere today. I've tried to do a bit more acoustic kind of stuff, and that doesn't suit everyone. But I have played a little bit of kind of rock, indie rock, kind of the Arctic Monkeys and Catfish, which I think gives a little bit of an overall genre, and a lot of people like Coldplay. So yeah, let me know on Twitter if you have enjoyed this show today. And I'm now going to play the Chainsmokers' Don't Let Me Down, which is another fab song. What a tune from the Chainsmokers. That was just a little bit something different away from the acoustic. So I hope I've kind of fitted all your genres today, all the stuff that you like to listen to. Just to let you know that if you are on the bus in the mornings, like a lot of you are, and you are able to get 4G or someone next to you, 3G, I'd really recommend watching the show, as it streams a lot better in the morning, and you will have quite a crisp stream for when you come into college or if you're travelling somewhere in the morning. And yeah, it's just a lot of breakfast fun. So I'd recommend that. Thank you so much. This is Abbie's Festivos, and you are
Listening to SPACEWaves 2K16!
correct. And we've really enjoyed doing this for you. I know it's only the second day, but it feels like it's been planned for ages, and we are loving it. So listen to the rest of the week. They've all done brilliantly with their preparation. So hopefully the shows will continue to get better, and you will continue to watch. Thank you very much. And this is my last song, which is by Kungs vs. Cooking on 3 Burners, This Girl.